Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens, of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Well. Um, Bethany tells Larry she wants to go on a couple's trip to Turks and Caicos. Now, I don't know. They've been traveling up a storm. Is Chase going to follow them to Turks and Caicos? First Puerto Rico, then Miami. Montana. They've been Chicago. They've been going places in this storyline. You hear me? Chase must want to go on a vacation with him and Candace. And but Candace, you better get that podcast done before you go. That's all I know. You want to go if they take this to Turkey Caicos? That means that Candace and Chase want to go on a vacation. They just gonna make this storyline a part of their vacation. Well, come on, Chase. Come on with killing two birds with one stone. I ain't mad at you. But is Larry gonna go for this? Cause you know he going to romantic Turks and Caicos on one hand and wanting to ask for a divorce on the other. Pernell, the sister, Shara, everybody gonna think he plumb nuts. You hear me? I'm like, are you serious? Is he gonna go for this? Is he gonna say no and hurt her feelings? I told you y'all, she trying to hold on to this marriage. So, whoo, let's get into it.
Yeah, so I know, man, I'm hungry. It's nuts. But, so I've been thinking, maybe, what do you think about us maybe going off for, a few days or a week or something, maybe on a little trip? Just the two of us.
Right now? Like,
Well, I mean, in the near future, I was thinking maybe we could go on a cruise or something like that,
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's a good idea right now. I mean, with everything that going on, Brooke graduating, spend money on that, then we gotta go down to check out her school and stuff. That's money spent.
Well,
Right now, it's not a good time right now to
Well, I mean, if it's the money, I mean, I'm happy to help with that. I mean, it would come from both of us.
What's the timing?
I'm just
Preparing
saying,
her for college.
I think it would be good for us to, as a couple, maybe spend some time together and do something together where our mind is just away from the things that are
He don't
hitting
want to
us
go away with you,
here.
girl.
I mean, it's not even really about that, but we're spending money to do all this stuff for Brooke. Then we're gonna spend money to go on a cruise, and it's not about that. Your money, my money, it's just taking money away from the house, and
Well, I mean,
I don't
but
think it'd be a good idea right now.
yeah, I understand your
If Shara asks you,
thing,
you
but
be like,
there's
yep.
also money that's being spent on other things that necessarily isn't being spent on us directly. It's being spent on other things that could be spent on us as a couple. That would be nice, but either way, I mean, I
There
get
you
where
go,
you're coming
slipping in
from.
something.
And maybe we could
About to
refocus
piss him off.
some of our time and finances on that. I'm just saying a cruise would be nice, or a little trip, maybe Turks and Caicos. I mean, we talked about doing that.
That's like require a whole lot of planning and budgeting, which right
I'm
now
really
like
good
I
at
said,
doing
it's
that.
just not really a good idea right now with that. And then
That's
you
desperate.
know, you mentioned what, a cruise before?
Well, I mean, we almost went to Turks and Caicos for our honeymoon, and yeah, I mean, a cruise is just an idea to throw out there to
almost
spend
why
time.
they
I don't want to be on a cruise right now with that hantavirus.
I know that's right, Larry.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
And if all the crews are acting like that, then I mean, how bad Georgia is as far as diseases and the CDC.
Well,
I don't want to.
yeah.
I don't be exposed to nothing on the cruise ships.
I mean, we don't
That's
have
right.
to do that. It was just an idea. It might be something that we could, revisit later on, but just a trip, Larry, something that we could maybe focus some of our time together. I know things are not going well, but with everything that's here that's weighing on us.
What do you think on this with this conversation? Is it Bethany really a desperate plea to try to save her marriage? In light of the meeting she just had with her dad, the court case with Greg. I really agree with this whole hantavirus stuff that's going on. Trying to figure out where people have gone. We already got cases in the United States, including Georgia. And being that they're saying that can last up to 8 weeks. That's July. That's the summer. So it can be one hot, crazy, viral summer going on. And I really don't want to see a repeat of COVID. But from what they still learning a lot on this, not to scare anyone, because at the end of the day, we know who is still in control in the midst of all this. But I know who I don't trust, and getting information out to us quickly, taking it seriously. If something was to pop off here, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I have no confidence whatsoever in you know who in this administration really locking down like we should. And didn't the United States was pulled out from the World Health Organization, so that may leave us out of the loop with a lot. We find all the information I've been finding out has been on social media, and nothing been on mass regular news channels. So, that's scary. We know what happened the first time, and a lot of us was really looking at at Cuomo in New York for answers and how to go about doing things, because that one wasn't doing a doggone thing for us. So it's really something that may have people on edge. I think we need to have more precautions, mask up again, sanitize, all of that, till we get more information on how to handle this, because I think they still are trying to get a handle and learn about this virus. So I think that's a smart thing. Staying off the cruise ships for a while and going out too far in a lot of these places. With traveling, being around a whole lot of more people until we get more news on how this is being handled. Because, you had nearly half the people from the ones tested, 3 to 4 out of 10 or whatever died. That's crazy. Crazy statistics. So, yeah. So be mindful with that, Bethany. You may want to tread lightly on that. But what do you think about that? If you got any comments on it, and what do you think about Bethany's desperate plea to have romantic time with Larry?
I think the outside factors outside of our home are what's causing us to constantly be at each other's throats and causing stress for me to do things that I shouldn't do. And, but just think about it, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think right now would be a good idea for us to even consider going on a trip, because there's just too much going on. I need to focus on one thing at a time before I focus on something else.
That's a lot with Brooke leaving.
Let's get Brooke off first.
Okay. He's waving us out there. Okay.
I mean, I think that's, I don't think that's being unreasonable. I don't think that's Larry being mean. He didn't say a straight out no. But let's get past the prom. This little peace scare with get that resolved, hopefully, with Brooke. And, getting her settled for college. That's still a lot. He just left from Montana, making that move and that drive. Going to college is a big thing. It's a big move. They have to go to the school. I'm sure him and Shara, I'm sure Bethany, you gonna want to go to, and the family going there to get her settled. That's going to be a lot. So just focus on that. And after she's gone, and if he's feeling different about you and where he wants to go with this marriage, little do you know, Bethany, I think you can revisit that. Bethany is really treading lightly. She's really, I think, trying to be a little bit more mindful. Is it too late? I think a lot you have to work on. You have a lot to prove yet. But past couple days, ever since this fight, and her daddy set her behind straight about herself being the common denominator, Bethany seemed to be a little bit all right. She seemed to be a little bit all right. But we know that don't be lasting with her. So I need to see more, Bethany. I need to see more. But what y'all think about all that Larry said in this conversation and them going away for a little romantic time? Do you think Larry's just at this point just done? This is his nice way of saying he really don't want to be bothered with Bethany. He's not into this marriage no more. Telling her without telling her and using Brooke in college and everything as an excuse. Think he's valid doing what he's saying? Or he's just done with Bethany? Let me know. Put in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And we out. Peace.